Hey guys, so it's 8 o'clock at night and I'm here in a city called Ulcinj in the south of Montenegro, and I'm going to do you a guided tour tonight of this town and show you what it's like here at night time. This tour is taken on the 11th of April. It's a Tuesday night at about 8 o'clock at night, so you can just see what it's like in this town. And on this tour I'm also going to tell you about the things to watch out for when you're here in Ulcinj and Montenegro, and the pros here and the cons here. So this is the main city center, the downtown area of town. This is where there's lots of cafes here and bars and restaurants and shisha bars. And I'll just show you this other street here, because this street is lined full of cafes and restaurants, full of hostels and guest houses. So the street here where you see the banner straight ahead, in the middle, it's a really lovely street with really lovely plants and flowers down the middle of the street. And this street is quite action-packed with lots going on. You'll find lots of restaurants on this street and cafes and bars and restaurants up and down too. So I'm walking into the center now just to show you the plants and the greenery. I do really like the plants on this street. And further on the left side, if you go a bit further on, you see all the guest houses where you can stay. You can just walk in and you can negotiate a price to stay at those guest houses. On the right side here, you have a place called Cafe Montenegro that looks very traditional. Let's just have a little look inside. It says Cafe Bar Montenegro outside. Let's have a look inside. And the gentleman here, he said it's €2.80 for a pint of beer inside here. This is a place where the locals go to. Just so you can see what it's like inside. And it looks very old school. Looks quite old fashioned and old school there. It'd be an interesting experience to see it. Opposite, there's a restaurant there. They're offering cevapi, the national dish, for €4.50. So that's cheaper than what I saw in Budvar, because in Budvar it was around €9 in the Jadran when I had the cevapi. So when the cars come by, they see that you're a foreigner here and they give you a beep. That's something that happens in this city very often. It might surprise you when you first come here, but all the cars beep me. I've got blue eyes, so I don't look like a local, I guess. And most of the people here are Albanian, so I do stand out. The majority, 80% of the population here are Albanian people. So because it's a Muslim culture, some of the people here don't drink alcohol. So when I go to bars here, for example, I'm drinking a pint of beer, but a lot of the people here are drinking coffee or tea. They're not drinking alcohol here. So the beeping, I mean, I think it's designed to be friendly, but you might find it a bit strange. You might consider that a negative when you're coming here. And one of the things to watch out for in town here is being overcharged. So if you get a taxi, they might quote you a price that seems very high. You must negotiate. It's a cash transaction, and negotiation is always possible here, so you can get a lower price. So for example, if the taxi driver asks you for €10, you offer him €5 and don't go higher. Just, you know, €5 is what you should pay. So here we have a nice sort of restaurant here to the right side. We can see all the families eating in there. And what do they have? So they're displaying the food outside. It looks like they have chicken and sausages. It's called the Steak Cafe. Yeah, they're advertising obviously steak and meat and burgers and that type of thing, along with seafood as well. And they have a sign displaying the food outside here. So the lights just look lovely, really, really lovely if you see the lights up above this road. And I love the lampshades. If you look at that lovely lampshade on the left side, in the distance in the center going up there, up above, now that's leading to the Old Town area, which is a bit further on. One of the oldest old towns out of any seaside resort in the whole of Europe, and it's a really, really beautiful town. What you have to do when you're here, when you go into the shops here, for example, when you go in the clothes shops here, you need to negotiate because, for example, a lady further on, she offered me a copy t-shirt, like a Ralph Lauren t-shirt for 35 euros, which is a lot of money. It's much too high, the price that she offered me, but you need to negotiate and you should be paying 10 euros or 15 euros for those copies. Here's an example of a shop here on the left side, and I bought a nice shirt from him. He asked me for 20 euros and I paid him 13 euros. I negotiated with him and offered him a lower price. For example, he's got Armani, he's got Ralph Lauren, Hugo Boss. He's advertising Hugo Boss t-shirts there. They've got the Hugo Boss coats there. They've got belts here. Some people ask you for 15 euros, some 12 euros. Really, you shouldn't be paying more than 10 euros for those belts. And you've got the wallets here as well, and they ask you for all different prices for these. I mean, some people ask you for 15 euros, some 20 euros, but you shouldn't be paying more than 10 euros really for one of those copy wallets. They're not real ones. Remember, they're not real, and you must negotiate and offer them lower money than what they ask for. I found that here, for example, at some of the markets, like the outdoor market further up, they're a bit greedy really, and rather than selling you lots of items, they're trying to charge you a high price for one item. They asked me for a copy tracksuit. They asked me for 50 euros. It looked like nothing special to me really. It's probably not even worth 30 euros to be honest with you, but their prices seemed a bit high. And one thing to watch out here for sure is being overcharged, and especially by taxi drivers or people that approach you in the street. People have come up to me in the street, they've offered me hostels and various things, asking for one price, but you must negotiate here. Here, the whole city of Ulcinj works on cash. Everybody wants cash for everything. There's a coffee shop opposite there. I went in the coffee shop, had a coffee and an ice cream. He said, cash only, I don't accept cards. So that would be a negative for me, because sometimes you go on holiday and you get a favorable deal if you pay on your card, but here you must bring cash with you guys. When you use the cash machine, for example, it charges you a massive commission here in Montenegro. Your bank will charge you, the bank that you use to withdraw the money will also charge you, and you'll end up paying a huge commission as well. There's many positives because it's an amazing country with 4 national parks. There's a fantastic coastline. It's very mountainous, and if you like nature, you will love it here. There's many positives of coming here. It's a sunny place from the middle of April, end of April onwards. You're going to get sun most days. You're talking 18 degrees or 20 degrees in April time here, and then when you get into May, it might be about 22, 23 degrees, and then you go right through to the summertime. And in the summertime, you're going to get it really hot. In July and August, it might be too hot here. It gets to about 35, 40 degrees. So I do warn you, it's hot and it's humid. I would come here in May or June time, or in September time. That's the best time of the year to come here to Ulcinj. So I've been to this lovely Turkish baklava shop, and they were absolutely delicious, the baklavas here. Really delicious. I've been here 3 days ago. I had a few of them, and I do recommend the Turkish baklavas here. They're really yummy. Turkish food is delicious. Hello, how are you? Hey. And I really love Turkish things. I often go on holiday to Turkey as well. So, so opposite here's the mosque, but there's a number of mosques in this city. This is a Muslim city, so 80% of the people here are Albanian, so it's different to other cities in Montenegro. For example, if you go to Budvar, it's mostly, you know, it's Serbian people, it's Montenegrin people. And if you go to some other cities, like a man told me here, for example, Tivat has a big Croatian influence. A lot of Serbians as well there in Tivat. You can go to other cities like, what are the cities? Centinje, which is very Montenegrin, with all the history of the country, all the past, the royal past there. It was the former capital city. And every city in Montenegro is different, so it's absolutely fascinating when you come here. You'll see the bar on the right side here. It's called the High Spot. Tables and chairs outside. And let's look in and see what it's like. So as you can see inside, everybody's there smoking shisha, chilling out. It's like a cafe bar really, but it will be open till probably 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning till quite late at night. If you like shisha, guys, you'll love it here because you can do shisha in all the bars here as well. See all the people. That's the typical vibe that it's like in the bars here. That's what the nightlife is like here too. The next one here is called the Kino Cafe. I've been recommended that when I was at Fisherman Harry the other day. It's very popular with the locals. Hey man, hey. And that's another shisha bar. You can smell the strong smell of shisha inside there. Everybody's in. Let's have a look inside, see what it's like. When it looks nice too, as long as you smoke, as long as you're a smoker, you'll enjoy it in there. Unfortunately, I have asthma, so I can't go to some of these bars here because in all the bars that I go to here, people are smoking, and I've had really bad chest pain since I've been here. It gets my asthma. It really, everybody I see around here smokes. I consider that a negative. Smoking is very, very popular in Montenegro. It's not part of the European Union, so people can smoke here in bars and restaurants, cafes, on terraces, everywhere. And it can really get your chest if you're sensitive to cigarette smoke or cigar smoke. A lot of people smoke cigars here as well and other stuff. And I do find that it's a place where if you're a smoker, you will love it here because you can smoke inside. So, hey man. But there's everybody. You see, this is the Tavola restaurant, and it's really busy tonight. Everybody's enjoying their dinner. Let's have a look inside. La Tavola. They have all seafood, fish, meat. They have all kinds of different foods there. The food is absolutely fantastic here in Montenegro. And every single restaurant I go to here has really, really, really fantastic food. Hello. The locals are really friendly in Montenegro. I love it here. I've been here for 2 weeks now, and I've traveled around 6 different cities in this country. And it's just been one of the best holidays of my whole life. I really, really like this country as well. So the ice cream is €1. All the ice cream shops I went to here in this town in Ulcinj, they were all €1 for ice cream. And it's very unusual ice cream. It's kind of different to what I'd experienced in other countries. It's very different to the ice cream I've had in Poland and Italy, for example. It's very unusual. You can get like a yogurt type of ice cream, and I recommend the yogurt ice cream here too. But here in Ulcinj, I've had some of the best seafood that I've had in my whole life. I recommend Plaza. The best restaurant I've been to here is called Plaza, right on the front, because you get the sea view. All of the waiters speak very good English there as well. And it's really, really, the food is absolutely amazing there. They have a seafood pizza, they have fish fillets, calamari, they have tuna steaks. It's really, really superb, the food there. Yeah, so other things to watch out for here. I'd watch out for people who just approach you in the street, people who don't know you, and then they talk to you and they try to sell you something, and you don't know who they are. You must not trust people that you don't know. You must watch out here when you're here as well. And there's also these kids that come over to you every day when you're in the restaurant in the street, and it gets a bit annoying sometimes because they do come over to you every day, and they keep asking you for money, and you know, there's an old lady with them, and they approach all the tourists, maybe the locals as well, and they will hassle you for money every day when you're here. You just have to say no, I guess. But I was told by the taxi driver that they came here from Kosovo after the war, and if they genuinely need the money, then okay, that's fine. But I think they do very, very well out of the tourists here, the kids that come over to you. And here's another lovely cafe here on the left side, and it's outside a gambling shop, so you can gamble there and you can play the machines if you like it. I think it says jackpot. Opposite, you have one of the clothes shops there. I went there the other day. They have all the copies. You can find clothes shops here with all the copies just everywhere around town, really. So there's plenty of places for shopping. That one opposite, Diardo, it's really expensive in that one. So I'd recommend you go to another one. And on the left side, you've got the Idea supermarket. So it's about 50 centimo for a bottle of water. I found that some items were quite expensive in there, like a chocolate bar, a Toblerone was more than €1, for example. It would be half of the price in Poland. And this street, it's got all bars along the street. They're bars, but they're more like cafes, really. They're more like cafe bars, like the Rigo bar, which is opposite here. For example, I mean, it's like a chilled out cafe bar. People sit around, they smoke a lot, drink coffee in there. You've got a nice terrace where you can watch the people go by and the football on TV. This is the typical type of bar to expect when you're here. Hello. Hey. To the left side, you've got the Bay of Vista where I stay. You can get a room there, a very basic room for about €20 a night, and you can get apartments on the top floor that are more, I think they're about €40 a night, but the price varies depending on the season. And like the driver there that you just saw going past here, people here, they love speeding. They drive super fast, and it's really dangerous. I've nearly been knocked over a number of times here. They drive so fast and they don't watch for tourists or anything, just straight down the road. I've found some streets that have no sidewalks, for example, so you have to walk on the road, but they drove very fast, so I'd suggest they slow down. Opposite here, you've got Pablo's Bar, which is a shisha bar. That's really cool if you want to do some shisha. And the one next door as well says shisha bar. And here is the hotel where I stay, called Bay of Vista. Really good location. You're just about a few minutes back from the sea, so not too far, and you have a restaurant below it as well. They're really friendly in there. And what you find when you book accommodation here, what you could do is just arrive without any accommodation booked, go to the hotel you want to book and offer them cash, and they give you a very big discount, maybe a 1/3 discount. It's very important here for you to bring cash. All business is done here in cash, even for hotels or restaurants, whatever it is, it's cash. So here to the right side, we have the Irish pub. They have the football on TV, so I might go in a bit. Some people just chilling out there, watching the football, having a drink. And it looks nice in there, but the only thing for me is they're smoking inside. I can smell the shisha. My chest's hurting even walking past. The shisha comes right out the door. So in terms of nightlife here, I have to say the nightlife is better in other resorts in Montenegro. Probably better nightlife in Budvar and other cities, to be honest with you. But it's nice at night in the way that you can chill out here. You can sit outside places and you can chill out. Here's Charlie's Bar to the right side. This is one of the better ones, actually. It's nice. It's a nice place to sit out there in Charlie's Bar. And they have the football on TV too, which is really cool. You can get a beer in there for €3, but it seems to be quiet tonight. It's a Tuesday night, about 8 o'clock at night, so that's why at the weekends it will be really busy. I went there a few days ago. It was really busy. And on the right side, they have a bakery, and they do pizza and all different pastries and croissants and things. I'll just show you inside. If you're a foodie, you will absolutely love it here. There are so many places to eat here and drink. And we go straight ahead here, and it's about 3 or 4 minutes walk down the hill from here, and you get to the main promenade here. You can see all the whitewashed buildings around the hill just straight ahead of me. So guys, thank you very much for watching my guided tour today. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Travel with Col, and that's Col with a C-O-L. Cheers guys, have a good night, bye bye.